Good morning, thank you for joining me. Just a quick one, brand image, customer experience, customer engagement. Now, just had a quick chat with an old customer, an old client many years ago, and they reminded me that they are still using the window on the world as a 10-minute talk I did, must be nearly 7-8 years ago now. Could even be longer. And they remember that I had a little bay window, a little plastic UPVC window. And I did a 10-minute talk about looking out, looking in, what your business looked like and how it sounded, how it looked and how it felt. And they said, "And world's changed, we're now online, we're now selling online." And I said, "That's no problem. Things haven't changed." Yeah, they have. We're selling online. Yeah, you have. You've still got a window on the world. But your world is now a complete world. It's not just window on the high street or window on the town, or it's now window on the world. So you've still got the key fundamentals. How do you look, how do you sound, and how do you feel? And he sort of stood back and went, "Whoa, and what do you mean, how do we feel?" Well, that's very simple. Your customers, your people that come and buy from you, your store or whatever, yes, we know we've got these online purchase things. They want to feel good. They work all week to spend their money. They work all week to enjoy their money. They work all week to go out and do something at a weekend. Their leisure time is valuable. So where they spend that money, they want to feel good about it. And if they happen to feel good about it buying from you online, they like the presence, they like the look of your store online, so the visuals. Then they type in and go, what's the feedback about your store? They're hearing good things about you. So if they're looking good and it's sounding good, they're going to feel good and comfortable about purchasing with you. So it doesn't matter now that you're on the World Wide Web, you're online. It's still the look, the feel and the sound of your business. It's your window on the world. The better you create your shop window, the more chance there is of getting your customers in. But as I said, remember that talk I did 7-8 years ago. The customers are looking in, you're looking out. It is the window behind us, the window on the world. So people are working differently now, and we appreciate businesses are 24/7. You know, you've got an online e-commerce store or something, but it's still down to, does it look good? Does it sound good? And does it feel good as a customer going in? Are you targeting the customers correctly? Are you marketing the customers correctly? Are you giving them an experience they need? You can do all that online. It is no different. And this is fundamentally where I think some people lose a little bit of their edge. They lose that personal thing. At the end of the day, it isn't, somebody sitting there pressing the buttons. The computer doesn't send the order. The human presses the buttons. The human looks at the online feedback. The human listens to the feedback. The human looks at the reviews, looks at the pictures. Visual people, auditory people, or kinesthetic people like the feel. So in the fashion world, they talk about how it's going to look, where it's going to look. We've got the Cheltenham Gold Cup on at the moment. Some of the biggest brands are there, Fairfax and Favour, Holland Cooper. These clothing brands are iconic British brands. Now, what they've done is they've made you feel good. They've made you feel sexy. They've made you feel wanted. They've made you feel desired. They've created a buzz. They sound good. They look good. They feel good. And people are buying them off a line because the images are great. The feedback is great. The style is great. So online, I'm not going to the Cheltenham Gold Cup, but I know what their product looks like. I know how it's going to make me feel. I know where I can go in it because they're telling me all of that. And I'm going to spend my money on that. So talking about your store, I'm still going to be pressing the buttons, button pressing. I'm going to order from your store. Does it look good? Does it sound good? Is the feedback good? And am I going to get a comfortable feeling when I order from you? So it isn't, online, I don't know who the customer is. You know who the customer is. You've got the details. You can ask them questions. You can send them a thank you. You can actually now start to go back and engage. And that's the difference. Do you engage with your customers? Because your customers are your unpaid sales force. Now, we've commented about Holland Cooper and Fairfax and Favour. Lovely, iconic British businesses, fashion. They run things, competitions now, where they say, take pictures of you in our clothing at the horse racing or at the country fairs and at the country shooting. And they're using those as part of their marketing. They don't know where the customers are around the country, around the world. The Dubai Gold Cup. They've got people to, oh, this is what I'm wearing. Thank you, lovely, looking good out there, feeling good. Other side of the country, other side of the world. They're still praising that brand and making that brand feel part of them. So what are you doing for your window on the world?